Hello, welcome to Retro Core. Something a little bit different today. We're going to be taking a look at Nina Aquila Legend Eagle Season 1. This is a game very similar to the Ace Attorney series of games. Basically, an RPG with some court action. Now, it's kind of unusual for me to take a look at a game that's on PC, but I picked this one up a while ago and kind of got into it, and I thought, Ace Attorney is pretty popular, so I'm sure some of you guys might be interested in this one. And considering it's on Steam, and it can be very difficult to find games on Steam, maybe you may have overlooked this one. So let's take a look. So of course you play as Nina, a practicing new attorney, and it's your job to find clues and defend different clients in the courtroom. As you can see, the main bulk of the game is set out as a standard RPG affair. And yes, it's done in the anime style, although I did notice that the artwork seems to vary from character to character. Some characters are drawn very well and could be mistaken for Japanese art, while others are definitely trying to imitate Japanese art and stand out like a sore thumb. However, overall the presentation is pretty good. Now, one thing that did take me by surprise is how voluptuous Nina actually is. Yeah, she's a big old girl, but still kinda cute and cuddly if you know what I mean. The first chapter of the game is basically a tutorial which holds your hand and takes you through the whole court proceedings, basically telling you what to do and what not to do, how to do it and when best to do it.
Order!
Now, normally tutorials can be kind of annoying, but the one in this game is not. It actually feels like part of the game, and this is how a tutorial should be done. Not something that you're forced to do, even though it's obvious what you're meant to do. This one is actually very useful and does aid you quite a bit. The game is filled with little bits of humour, maybe a little bit of pop culture, which kind of flies right over my head since I've been out of the UK for years on end. Well, 25 years to be exact. So some of it I don't get, but maybe you will. Like any good Japanese style RPG, this one has an overworld map, and it's presented in this isometric viewpoint, which looks quite cool. There are also mini-games in here, such as good old traditional card battling games, to a racing game. The actual quality of the text in Nina Aquila Legal Eagle is pretty decent, not too bad. I mean, I've seen a lot of independent games which basically look like they've been written by a 12-year-old, but this one is way above that type of level. A special mention must also go to the music. It's actually pretty good stuff. I just wish there was a sound test so I could go through all the music myself. Now, it's not all good news. There are some parts of this game which do annoy me. One part is when the characters are meant to be speaking quietly, the text actually becomes really small. Now, when I'm playing this on my TV, that's not a problem because it's massive, but when I'm playing it on the PC, it can be a little bit difficult to see on a smaller screen. I also don't like the way the characters kind of have this sound effect and jiggle when they're kind of frustrated or they want to basically make a point heard. Thankfully, that can be turned off in the options. I mean, I understand why it's there, and I do think it's okay to have it, but the thing is, it happens so often, it kind of becomes more annoying than basically getting the points across. But as I said, thankfully, you can switch that off in the options. But that's just a minor nitpick. I do actually think the game is really good. The core proceedings, while not too difficult, do put up a fairly decent challenge, something that you will have to think about. It does get more tough as the game goes on, but as long as you're willing to persevere, you will get through it without too much trouble. Aquila Legal Eagle is now part of the Steam Winter Sale, so why not go and check it out and get it cheap while it is cheap? I'll see you in the next video, guys. Keep on gaming and enjoy your games. See ya.